Haddy is revolutionizing furniture and the production of furniture by bringing it to a microfactory methodology. And so what we're really doing is we're taking digital designs and we're turning them into furniture that people can use in both commercial and residential areas. So we started early on using a gantry system, a very large gantry system, when we were in the business 15 years ago in a different industry. And as we came to making furniture, we really needed as much freedom as possible to match with the designs. So that means that the future of out-of-plane printing was coming, and it meant that the ability to be able to reach both for scanning and milling and printing was something that needed a robotic arm. And not just a robotic arm on the Flexbot system, but also the arm itself on a rail. So using that next axis to be able to access all of the modality, all of the function of the Flexbot system has really made it possible for us to make all the kinds of furniture that our customers are looking for. LFAM to us is large format hybrid manufacturing, and so what that really means is it's additive and subtractive together, including sensing, scanning, other things like that. And so for us, the ability to be able to make things without having to change from one robot to another, but having enough size to be able to make the piece of furniture is really what our customers are looking for. They're looking for solutions that are big and small, and they're looking for design freedom. And the Flexbot system, as part of the LFAM way of making things, really gives us the freedom to be able to dream with our customers, to design great pieces of furniture, and to make them real as soon as possible. Microfactories are a way of making things that are just a name. Many people hear the word factory and they have their own idea. Something that's large, something that has smokestacks sticking out of the top, something that has a river runs by that they're dumping effluents into. Our version of a factory is being able to manufacture things that people want as close as possible to the point of consumption. So what that means is what defines, or why that is important, is it defines what the word micro is really for. Being able to nestle a factory into a place that's close to citizens, close to population, means that you can't put a 1,000,000 square foot or a 200,000 square meter facility very easily into every place where you're going. So for us, it's very important to be able to get something into a size that is friendly and that is accessible but yet hyper productive. So for us, a microfactory is that. And in St. Petersburg, Florida, that's where we set up for the first time. When people walk into our microfactory today, and it's about to open this week, when they walk in, what they will see is they will see lines of robots in cells. And to an untrained eye, it looks like a train station, or it looks like a serial production facility where perhaps one robot might pass off a part to another robot. That's nothing like what it is supposed to be. And so for our ability to be able to make things, we need the ability to be able to be flexible, but we also need the ability to collaborate. And so each flexible cell, each Flexbot, has the potential in the future to collaborate. So we set them up close to each other with a great deal of repeatability from one to the next, and then from one across the floor all the way to the furthest one. And that means that the robots have the potential to be able to make things on 2 beds together. 2 robots have the opportunity to be able to make things on 1 bed together, and our ability to be able to maximize the real estate that the robots go into makes it a more efficient layout. So this means it gives us ultimate flexibility, not just within the cell, but without the cell. And so people will see that over time as we begin to make bigger things, as we begin to produce systems as opposed to just units. And so what it ends up being is we get to make a choice, or we get to make a selection across a wide variety of things. Many people will say in a factory that you can either have low mix of products with a very high volume, that would be called mass manufacturing, or you can have a high mix of products, which means lots of variability with a very low volume, and that would be something that would be like bespoke or custom manufacturing. And what I like to say about the layout that we have, where we have put the Flexbot systems into the orientation that they're in, is that you don't have to make that trade-off. The choices you get is you be able to get high mix, high volume, low mix, low volume, and everything in between.